Hey folks, Pat Flynn here, and welcome back to the Daily Strength live edition on Facebook. So if you haven't been tuning in, I've been doing a daily strength, like a daily strength on YouTube. And I'll put a link below so you can all check it out. We cover all kinds of different things. You can hear Rob hissing in the background. He's getting ready for the showdown today, the old kettlebell face-off that we're going to be doing. So welcome. And we're gonna have some fun today. So I have a question for you, and we'll take some bets, and then we're gonna have a great workout. So the test is gonna be to see. Well, there's two things. One, we want to see so I have two helpers. I have Alyssa and Rob, and Alyssa is going to be going for her RKC certification very soon. And part of that certification involves passing the 100 rep snatch test. And what that snatch test is you have to do 100 reps of the kettlebell snatch in 5 minutes or less with a certain amount of weight. Now for women it's around 16 kilogram depending on your weight. For men it's around 24 kilogram. It may be a bell size less if you make a certain cutoff. Hello Trish, how are you? But then there's another test, another kind of fun test that I think is a lot more accessible for most people, and that's the 200 swing test. And the goal is to do 200 kettlebell swings in 5 minutes with the same amount of weight. And we're going to do both today, and we're going to see which is worse. So they're getting warmed up. And the deal is Alyssa has to do the snatches, Rob has to do the swings, and then I am going to superintend. So welcome everybody. Let me know what you're having to drink in the comments. And if you've done, what do you think is worse? Do you think the snatches would be worse or the swings? So it's either 100 snatches in 5 minutes or 200 swings in 5 minutes. So cast your vote below. And two things, what do you think is worse? And also, who do you think will get it done first? Do you think the snatches will get done first, or do you think the swings will get done first? And then we'll test it out. Rose, they both sound horrible. I guarantee they both are, and both are tremendous endurance workouts. They're also really great workouts for testing just sheer mental toughness, because for both of these, if you've been doing kettlebells for, I would say, at least 1 to 3 months, chances are your mind is going to want to quit far beyond your body. Now, if you haven't been doing kettlebells for all that long, I wouldn't do this. I would skip this one. I'd make sure that you've spent a good amount of time with both swings and snatches before attempting either of these. Greetings, Gabriella. She says, swings are worse. Christopher, what's up? How are all of you? I know this is an unusual time. It's an unusual day, but we're going to have some fun with it. I'm just buying them some time to get warmed up. I kind of just sprung this on them. I'm like, hey, who wants to do the snatches? Who wants to do the swings? And then they couldn't decide, so then I picked for them. And I'll be like, all right, then I'll just watch and I'll judge. Trish, what is the bell weight for 102 pounds on the snatch? I always do 25 pounds. I'd say snatches are harder. So remember, if it were 100 of each, snatches would definitely be harder. But you have to do double the amount of swings, just to be clear. And you probably understood that. You're very astute. You're very astute. I'm not sure what the cutoff weight is. I would say if for your size, it actually might be a 16 kilogram. It might be the 35 pound. They're always changing their standards, so it's hard to keep up. How are you two doing? Do you know what the cutoff is?
For 120, up to 120 pounds is 12.
Okay, so if you're above 120 pounds and you're female, you have to use a 16 kilogram kettlebell. Rob, do you know what the male weight cutoff is?
132 pounds and up has to use a 24, and below that you can use a 20 kilogram.
Okay, so Rob has informed me that if you are above 132 pounds and you're a male, you have to use a 24 kilogram. If you're below that, you can use a 20 kilogram. Freddie, what's up? You need a haircut quickly. Hey, we don't take that kind of criticism around here. Chelsea, how are you? Yeah, dude, I'd wait till I take off the hat. You should just see how it just flows and pours all down the belly. It's beautiful. Alec, what's going on? Freddie, go grab you're doing the snatches for that one, Freddie. We're putting you in snatch duty. How much more time do you guys need to warm up? Rob looks like he's pretty pumped. It's Alyssa we're waiting on. Yeah, now we want to make sure you're sufficiently warmed up for this.
I got my coffee.
She just got here. Rob's been drinking coffee. So let me know what you think. What is worse? 200 swings in 5 minutes or 100 snatches in 5 minutes, and then we'll start taking votes on who you think is going to get it done first. So it's Rob versus Alyssa on kettlebell face-off today. And Rob, you're doing the swings, right?
I'm doing the swings.
Rob's doing the swings, Alyssa's doing the snatches, and you have a 5-minute limit. You have to do 200 swings or 100 snatches, and we're testing this partly for my next I Bet You Can't Do This workout, so we'll see how it goes. So Alyssa's going to do a few warm-up sets, then we're going to go head out there, and we're going to do the face-off. Oh
yeah.
Let's get in the groove with that. Trish, oh, that sucks. I would die. It's a good thing I can use a later bell. Hey, here's the thing. You can use whatever bell size you want if you're doing it at home. You use something that's going to be challenging but successful. If you're trying to test for a certification, then you got to follow their standards. So I don't make up those certifications. I do agree that there should be weight limits to this. I don't think it makes sense if you're a dude that's 350 pounds snatching a 24 kilogram, and then if you're like my size, who's in like 150s range, it would make no sense to use the same amount of weight. So for a long time, there weren't weight standards or weight limits, and I thought that was really silly. So I'm glad that there's at least some threshold at this point. And Rob, how much do you weigh?
125.
Rob's 125 pounds. So imagine a 125-pound guy having to use a 24 kilogram, which is almost half his weight, and then some dude who's like 300 pounds using a 24 kilogram. It's silly. It's stupid. I'm not. Here's the thing. If you're 300 pounds and you did the snatch test with 24 kilograms, I'm not impressed. I'm just not. Do it with a 36 kilogram. Yasawadi, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I do 100 swings. It is worth it. Yeah, 100 swings is always worth it. That's like a snack. 100 swings is a good snack. As a matter of fact, whatever you have planned for your snack today, just do 100 swings instead, and have that. I think you'll love it. Chelsea says seems fair. Now another thing, just before we really get into this workout, little tests like these are kind of fun to do because the snatch test has been debated very heavily, and people say, well, does it really matter? I like the snatch test because in order to do 100 reps in 5 minutes with a 24 kilogram if you're a male or 16 kilogram with a female, and assuming you're not 300 pounds or something like that, you have to train in a way to make that possible. So that tells me that you at least care about something. That you at least care about something enough to approach it intelligently, to put in the work. Does that make you inherently a good coach or something like that? No, it doesn't. But it tells me that you care about something and you're willing to put in the effort and the grind. That's not something that can just be done automatically. And I think it is good for certifications to hold various levels of standards. Standards of education, standards of coaching, standards of competency, and of course, not all standards are going to fit everybody perfectly all the time. There's very legitimate reasons why somebody wouldn't be able to do a snatch test, and they could still be a great coach. And they may just have some shoulder issues where it just doesn't make sense to put weight overhead. But I like the idea of there being standards that in order to achieve them, you have to put in a certain amount of work, and it shows that you really care about something. Now, that said, we could debate what those standards should be. We're just going to have some fun today. All right, Trish, that's what I do. 100 every day for swing snacks. I think that's fantastic. Stacy, how are you? All right, so we're going to give them like 1 more minute, and we're going out and do this work. So everyone who just hopped in right now, let me remind you what's going on. We're doing kettlebell face-off. We have 2 challenges going simultaneously. Both are 5-minute challenges. The first one is 100 snatches in 5 minutes or less. The second one is 200 swings in 5 minutes or less. And I want you to tell me what you think is worse. And then I also want you to tell me which person you think will finish first. So let's go take a look. Are you guys ready? All right, let me flip this around. All right, where do you want it? Let's bring it over here.
Want to do it here or outdoors?
Let's see how it looks right over here. Yeah, this looks good. That looks good. All right, so there's Rob. Rob's going to be doing the... We'll post a link to Rob's site. Rob runs a couple cool fitness pages. You guys know Alyssa. All right, so here are our competitors. So on the left is Rob, Mighty Rob, and he's going to be doing 200 swings in 5 minutes. What do you got, 24?
24. 24
kilograms?
Let's go with the 24.
On the right, we have Alyssa, who we've all come to know and love. There we go. Yeah. Recently back from the beach, properly tanned, and they've both been pumping up before getting on camera, which is, of course, customary. So Alyssa's doing the snatches. She has to nail 105 minutes. Rob's doing the swings. He has to nail 200 in 5 minutes. Yes. What I would like to hear is who do you think is going to get done first? Now, I'm going to be holding standards to form. So, Rob, for your swings, they have to be above hip height. That's it.
Okay.
All right? They have to be above hip height. Nothing below the crotch. Alyssa, you just have to do full, clean snatches, complete lockout every time. All right? And if I see any weirdness, I'm going to call you out on it. And believe me, people on the internet will call you out too. That's why there are people on the internet. You can always count on people on the internet to call you out on things. God bless them. They keep you honest. All right. Do we have a timer?
Do you want me to use my actual timer?
Yeah, let's use the actual timer. I'm not so efficient with that. All right. So while we're getting the timer set, let's take some bets. Who do you think is going to get done first? We have Rob over here, 200 swings. So you can just type in Rob if you think Rob's going to do 200 swings first. Or Alyssa over here with 100 snatches. And remember, both have a 5-minute time limit. And if you don't get the reps done in 5 minutes, you fail. You fail. You die. That's it. What are their bell weights? Rob has a 24 kilogram. Alyssa has 12 kilogram, which are their prospective snatch test weights. Actually, for Rob, he's going 1 bell size heavier for his weight class.
He weighs like 10 more pounds than me.
So he may be giving himself a slight disadvantage here. But you know what? Rob's an energetic guy.
I just checked yesterday because we were at wrestling practice.
He's enthusiastic. I think that's fair. He's been swinging bells for a long time. He's, what are you, RKC, SFG, all that jazz?
All that noise, all those certs. Yeah.
He's got.
Been a swinger for a while.
I bet you have, no doubt. All right.
It's funny every time.
All right.
Snatch jokes.
This is a
swing
public
jokes.
channel, kids. All right, here we go. All right, get ready. When I hit the go button. And look, you better start getting your guesses in now. I don't want people guessing when we're like halfway through it. Oh, Alyssa's gonna win because she's 50 reps ahead. So here's the chance: who's gonna get it done first? Rob has to do 200 swings. Alyssa has to do 200 snatches. So type either Alyssa or Rob. Place your bets. You might even win something. All right, are the competitors ready?
All right.
Obviously, I'm still stretching.
All right.
So warming up.
Get set. 3, 2, go. I have the official timer right here. By the way, you're on honor system with counting your reps. I can't count both reps. A lot of people voting Rob, Alyssa, so you've got some skin in the game. Trish says swings. I'm guessing this from my own experience. This is why we run these experiments. Go, go, says Renee. Rainy, sorry, I'm so bad at names. All right, so let's look at Rob's swings. All I said is that Rob's swings have to pass hip height. That was the standard. Good hinging. This is very nice. Let's gonna take a look at Alyssa. She's getting a nice, good, full, clean lockout every rep. That's what we want. A little tip on the snatch test. It may seem counterintuitive, but really work on throwing that kettlebell down into your hips between every reps. It just saves so much time when you're aggressive with it. Yes, it's a little bit more tiring, but trust me, it's better overall. Alyssa for the win, somebody said. So if you're just joining in now, Rob has to do 200 swings, Alyssa has to do 100 snatches. The time limit is 5 minutes. So you probably don't know the count, but you can guess who's going to finish first. Rob or Alyssa. We have 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go.
Facebook, I hope you're counting for me because I don't know where I'm at.
You better be counting your reps.
I don't know where I'm at.
You better be counting your reps. We can always look in retrospect, but let's
sweet.
Take an educated guess.
All right,
Take an honest guess.
All right, 191?
Yeah. Keep that bell. So the standards for the reps are Rob has to get the bell above his hips with every rep. Alyssa just has to complete a full snatch with a good lockout. She's doing at a great pace. This is looking pretty good. Now we put Alyssa on snatches simply because she has to complete the snatch test for her certification in next month. Holy crap, next month. Oh heck, Rob is almost done. He was lying, Trish. Rob's one of those sarcastic
Is that
people.
Trish Van Gordon?
It is.
What up, Trish Van Gordon?
So it's an interesting test because obviously you're doing more reps with the swings, but with the snatch test, your grip gets more of a break, and you can switch hands as many times as you want. Rob, I bet your grip is probably the thing that's tiring most right now, right?
Yeah, it's like not really turning on as well as I thought it would.
Yeah. So it's a different kind of challenge. I think both are worthy challenges. Snatches look good, Alyssa. You're getting some compliments. Alyssa, where are you at?
Get 20 more.
20 more to go?
Excited.
What? She's crushing it. I think we should bump you up to the 16.
Oh boy.
I think you're wrong.
I think we're going to need everyone online to count and make sure that we're being honest about our reps. Yeah, Stacy says she looks fantastic. She does. I've been training her well. Nate, what's up? Charlotte, what's up? All right, we have a minute. Yeah, we have a minute. Don't save your breath for the snatches.
Nate, 100 snatches is always terrible. I concur. It's just one of those physical tasks. Are you done? Did you get it?
What?
You don't even know where you're at.
Oh, calculated what? 105?
105, that's it. You better start cooking, Rob. You got 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. Rose, I am hurting just watching them. Yeah, that's why I'm superintending. We need an official. I'm the referee. Look, I paid all my dues. Well, so did Rob, but he volunteered. There we go. Nice. We have 1 minute left. That's it. So if you pass your mark, just keep going. I'd be curious to see how many reps you get total. Give them some likes, folks. Cheer them on to the finish. "40 seconds left. Here's a timer. Keeping them honest. Push it, push it. 30 seconds. Good, keep the reps clean. I'm impressed with the consistency. Alyssa, really nice job with the snatches. You've held up well through these 5 minutes. We're getting down to the last 15 seconds. 12,
Still going too.
10. Just put the phone over Rob while you rest there. And 3, 2, 1, end time. We'll count that last one, Alyssa. What'd you get?
106.
How much?
106.
106. That's a solid pass.
Facebook, how much was that?
Did you count? Take a rough, honest guess of what you got.
Let's put that around 125.
Man, so you were. So are the swings worse then? Is that the question?
Man, swings were pretty bad.
Now
as
we
far
had.
as quick goes.
Now you did the swing test. What was that? 3 days ago.
Felt far too recent.
But you got it.
I
So-
did 5 minutes.
You did 5 minutes. How many did you get in 5 minutes?
Million.
1 million?
I forget.
I think you got like 201 right on the dot, right? We didn't film it. What is, all right, so having done both recently, what is worse?
I got 300 on the dot. For
You got
5 minutes.
For the swings.
Yeah.
Rob, what's going on, man?
What's going on?
What's going on?
We only did it for.
Well,
Wait. No, I guess I did 2.
You did 2. There's no way you did 300. Facebook, call her out for
Yeah.
that. Say there's no way that Alyssa did 300 swings in 5
I
minutes.
didn't get. Once
There's
I
no
like,
way.
I'm brain dead after snatches, but I think
What,
I'll-
all right, what was worse, the swings or the snatches?
Swings.
Swings.
little
The
bit
swings.
worse.
The swing test is worse. What do you
Because
think?
the like.
nah, the grip
grip in the
factor,
forearms
grip
was-
factor really does play into it. Snatch test, yeah, you get to switch hands, you can put the belt down. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the swings were a little bit worse.
All right.
A little bit worse. Probably wouldn't have, had that third glass of scotch last night had I known we were doing this, but hey,
What the heck?
Well, when you come in and work out with me, there's always
there's
we're
always
always cooking
something.
up something special. All right, let's bring it back in. You guys rest. You done good. You done good, folks. You done a good. Well, there you have it, everyone. The swing test has been voted the more grueling endeavor by both Rob and Alyssa, who have completed both to success at some point in their lives. So hey, give it a shot. Let me know what you think. Don't do them. You could do them in the same day. It's a lot of volume. I probably wouldn't recommend it, but you could do them in the same week. So maybe today you do the swing test. Maybe on Friday you do the snatch test, and I'd be curious. What do you think was more heinous? What do you think was more grueling? I'm willing to bet that everyone would think the snatches, because the snatch is a little bit more technical of a move. But remember, with the snatch, you get to switch hands, your grip gets a break, you also kind of can rest in the locked out position a little bit more. With the swings, you got to keep going and pushing it, and the only rest you can get is by putting the belt down, which that kind of cuts your momentum too, which is kind of messes with you, because a lot of times when you put the belt down, it's just you kind of lose. It's like when you're jogging and you're running and you stop to walk, it's kind of hard to get going again. You experience the same thing with the swings or snatches. It's really, it adds an extra element of difficulty. So hey, thanks for tuning in. This has been a ton of fun. This has been the Daily Strength, the live edition. We do not live edition, but sort of just recorded segments that I've been putting daily on YouTube. So I'll put a link below. Be sure to check that out. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube version. We do the live versions on Facebook. We do the condensed versions on YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been a ton of fun. Let me know how this challenge goes. Thank you for all the likes and shares and all that. Truly do appreciate it. Hope you enjoy these workouts.
and let me know two things. Let me know how you do. Let me know if you pass the test, and then let me know which one you think is worse. All right, folks, we will catch you on the next one.